Okay, welcome. We're going to discuss, is red light therapy worth it? And I'm going to give you my honest thoughts after 60 days. And this is very exciting. A lot of people have been asking me about the red light therapy device. They hit me up, they're like, hey, Kyle, is it worth it? Should I get one? Blah, 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 blah. All these different things. And I'm going to just share my experience. There's a lot of videos about red light therapy on YouTube. There's a lot of videos explaining the science behind it, if it works, why it works, what are the benefits. So I'll touch on just a few things. Again, not medical information, just a kid on YouTube making videos, but I'm going to share my anecdotal experience, what it's been like. I have tried a lot of things to improve my health, to increase my energy, to work on my well-being, all these different weird sort of fringe things. And out of all the things that I've tried, red light therapy was probably the one that I was most skeptical going into. And I was most skeptical because it just didn't seem like it could make any serious, real impact. And I didn't know anything about the literature. I didn't know anything about the science. I just, from what I saw and what people told me, I was like, this doesn't like jump out at me as something like I should really, invest in or spend time doing. And so I kind of brushed it off. But recently I got connected to a company and I was talking with them and they were nice enough to send me a unit, and I'll talk about the company in a little bit, but I wanted to give it a try and see if it was actually legit. So here's what I experienced. The first day that I did it, I sat in front of it. I did 10 minutes in the front, 10 minutes on the back. And when I got up, I was blown away. I actually shot a testimonial and sent it to the CEO immediately because of my level of skepticism. I was like not expecting to feel any different, but there was a radical shift in my cognition, in my mood. And it wasn't so extreme that like my entire state changed, but I noticed a very subtle like happiness or a very subtle like energy. It was like it's a lift. I would describe it as a lift in like an elevated mood, just a little bit. So from a cognitive standpoint, what I felt was I just felt light, if that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense because it's a light, right? So, we absorb the light and feel light. Kind of makes sense, right? I decided to start doing it a little bit more. I found that it's nice for me because if I don't want to spend the time that it takes to do the sauna and take a shower afterwards, it's kind of a big production. You're still getting a lot of the benefits from the near infrared light that I get in my infrared sauna. And so some days when I don't feel like doing the sauna, I will do the red light therapy. Some days in the morning when it's not so nice outside, normally I get up and I go outside first thing in the morning to look at the sun. And I talk about circadian rhythm in my sleep video, which you can go check out somewhere up here. The reason why I get out there is to expose myself to the light from the sun. It's a whole nother topic to talk about the benefits of sunlight and how it's different from the red light. When it's not super nice outside and it's cold and I don't really want to go out first thing in the morning, sometimes I'll just sit in front of this red light for 10 to 20 minutes. And it's cool because, I can stack it on other activities. So for example, today I actually had a meeting, and while I had a meeting, I just sat in front of my red light. And I can also do it while I meditate. I could do it while I listen to a podcast or an audiobook. It's a great way for me to wake up. I like using it to wake up. Some people say that there's great benefits that can attribute to better sleep using the red light. I don't really know about that. I haven't experimented with it, so I can't speak on that. But I love using it to wake up. When people ask me, Kyle, should I get this device or is it worth it? I think about a couple things. I think about like, what are you going to be using it for? Like, what are the applications and the benefits that you're looking to draw from using this device? And I think about, out of all the things that you could invest your money in, is this, worth the $5 or the $6 or the $7 or the $1,000 or the $1,500, depending on, what size device you get? Is it worth it? And like, should that be the place that you allocate your money? And I think based on what I've seen in terms of the research that I've done, if you're having challenges with your skin, then the red light therapy might be a good thing to look at. If you are having problems with your energy, then this might be a good thing to look at. If you're dealing with chronic pain or you have an injury, this might be a good thing to look at. And if you want the benefits of near infrared light therapy without having to buy a very expensive infrared sauna, then this might be a cheaper alternative. If you want to learn more about red light therapy and how it works and what are the benefits, then I would recommend you check out this book. This guy, Ari Whitten, spent a lot of time basically putting together all the studies, looking at all the research, and breaking down in pretty simple terms how red light therapy works and what are the benefits. So I will link that up in the description if you want to go check it out. And based on what I saw while doing my research, some of the benefits that stuck out to me and why I would make the recommendation to the people that I recommended it to was because of the improvement of mitochondrial production with less waste, the improvement in blood flow, the anti-inflammatory effects, the collagen production, and the uptake in melatonin. So in conclusion for me, I look at the red light therapy device as a great recovery device. So if you're an athlete, if you're training a lot, if you've got problems with your skin, or you're really struggling with your energy and you live in a place that's not very sunny and you're not getting very much sunlight, then this might be a device worth looking at. The name of the company whose device I'm using is called Red Light Co., and they're a company based here in San Diego. I love supporting local business. I love my device. All you do is you plug it in, you press the 2 buttons on the top, and you sit in front of it for 10, 20 minutes, okay? It's very simple. It's really easy to do. And for me, when I do it, I do notice that lift in cognition. And I also do it for when I'm feeling sore. When I got aches and pains, I'll put myself right in front of that spot, right in front of the light. And it does help alleviate some of that pain. It brings my energy up. And I love it. I love it. It's very, very relaxing. So if you're into that, then I'll link it up in the description, and I do have some type of discount code on my link as well. So that's my honest thoughts on red light therapy. And the question still remains, should you invest? You know, is red light therapy really worth it? I think it depends. I think it depends on what your goals are. I think it depends on, you know, what your budget is. I think it depends on, you know, what applications you're looking to create for the device. Is the device effective? In my experience, yes. For what I want to use it for, I think it makes sense. Does it make sense for everyone? Not necessarily. Like maybe the infrared sauna is what you need. Maybe the cold plunge is what you need. If you need any of those, you go check that out. Maybe you just need more sleep, which again, I will link up the sleep video. I know that if you're trying to build strength, then red light therapy or the infrared sauna might be good for your recovery. And if you're trying to build endurance, then you might want to check out the cold plunge video, in which case I think the cold plunge will help you for reasons I will go into in a video that I linked in the description. But out of all the stuff that I've ever done to improve my energy, to improve my health, improve my well-being, I think mastering my sleep has been the one thing that has really moved the needle. So I will go link up that video right here as well. I will see you in that video, and until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Be well.